Buenos días, o buenas tardes, o buenas noches. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis? Me alegro mucho de que estéis todavía con nosotras. Me alegro mucho veros aquí. I'm very happy to see you here, that you are continue your studies with us, and let's go ahead. So, if you attend all our speaking sessions, I like to repeat that before starting a new topic, before starting a new lessons, please be sure that you feel comfortable enough, that you feel not automatic, probably it's early to say automatic, but you understand and you feel comfortable with using the previous grammatical structure or tense or whatever. If you need, please text us in the group that you need some more exercises, additional exercises, and we're going to share them with you. Or just come back to the previous lesson and try to repeat and do all the previous exercises once again, because it really will help you. And so I feel that it's quite difficult and probably useless to add a new lot of information when you still feel a mess with the previous one. Okay, so please take care of it. But if you feel ready, let's continue and let's work together with a new rule, with a new grammar theory that will help us to express our ideas, thoughts, opinions better, and to use the language in a more beautiful way. It's another instrument for us. So today we're going to speak about the tense which is called el pretérito perfecto. And usually in many grammar books, actually this tense is learned as the first one, is the first tense before el indefinido. Why I don't do it? Because I suppose that this tense is quite easy and all students like it. And if we start from it, so usually students don't see any reason to learn other more difficult tenses, like which is el pretérito indefinido. So that's why I introduced this tense, the second one, after el pretérito indefinido. But you will like it, it's quite easy. So when we spoke about el pretérito indefinido, I mentioned to you that we use this tense when we know more or less exactly when the action happened. Yes? Hace 2 años, en 2010, cuando era joven, cuando era pequeña, so usually we have some indication when it happened. And even if we don't have a clear indication, probably it's another action that shows us. For example, when I was younger, yes? So, or even if I don't indicate, so probably between the two speakers, we know exactly when it happened, yes? So it happened in the past, a long time ago, and it doesn't have any connection with the present. But what if I'm not interested in when it happened? I don't want to indicate it because it's not relevant to the topic. For example, I want to say that I've bought a new dress. It's not important when I bought it, but I want to say that I'm ready for this party. I've bought a new dress. He comprado un nuevo vestido. Míralo, es precioso. ¿Sí? He leído este libro. He visto esta película. He visto a mi amigo. So I just want to mention that I've done something, that I've got this experience. So we can compare this tense with the present perfect in the English language. So if you studied English grammar well, you can compare it and to draw some parallels, and you will see some similarities. So when we use this new tense, as I have already mentioned, we use it when we speak about some experience that we've had it or that we haven't yet had it. Yes, but anyway, it's an experience. Yeah. So, for example, no he leído este libro. I haven't read this book. Not yet. No he visto esta película. I haven't seen this film. He salido este fin de semana. I've gone out this weekend. Yes, I've had fun with my friends. So when I mention something which happened in the past, but I don't indicate exactly the past tense, right? Or I don't indicate anything like it was in no he leído este libro, he visto esta película. Yes? So we can add mentally the words not yet or already, which are the tense markers for this tense. In Spanish they are todavía y ya he visto esta película. Yes, so they can help us if mentally we can put these verbs in these tense markers in the sentence. Yes, it means that we can use el pretérito perfecto. Also, I gave you an example with este fin de semana, this weekend. It's an indication of the time, right? But for our tense, for our new tense, it's very typical to use the tense markers, the indicators of the time, which are not yet finished. I will tell you what I mean. Give me a second. I will open the list not to forget anything. So these are all the indicators with este o esta, este año, esta semana, este mes, esta mañana, hoy, últimamente, ya, todavía. You can see these markers on the screen, and please copy them together with the verb forms that I will give you a little bit later. Yes, the word este, esta is translated as this. Yes, or hoy, today, últimamente, lately, ya, already, todavía, not yet. So all these tense markers show that the period of time which we're talking about is not yet finished. Probably the action, yes, but the time, no. For example, if I say that, what example can I give you? For example, I say, me he despertado temprano esta mañana. I've woken up early this morning. So, if I say esta mañana, it means that this morning is not yet finished. I'm still in it. Yes? Probably the action of waking up is already finished, right? Or for example, este año he leído este libro. See? This year I've read this book. So the action is finished. I already finished it. But the period of time is not yet finished. So when the period of time is not yet finished and we are still in it, we use el pretérito perfecto. So probably these are two main points when we use it. First, when we speak about experience or the absence of our experience, when we've done or we haven't done something, and when the period of time is not yet finished. Okay? So now let's have a look at the forms. As in English, to build a form of pretérito perfecto, we need two forms, we need two verbs, have and the participle. So the same happens in Spanish, and we need el verbo haber y el participio. El verbo haber changes according to the person. Yo, he, tú, has, él, ha, nosotros, hemos, vosotros, habéis, ellos, han. And later, after it goes directly the second part of the verb, which is the participle. And participle is made with the help of the suffixes ado, ido. Why do we need both of them, two of them? Because if the verb in the infinitive ends in ar, we add ado. For example, the verb cantar, cantado, hablar, hablado, trabajar, trabajado. If the verb finishes with ir, we will get rid of this ir and add the suffix ido. For example, comer, comido, beber, bebido, vivir, vivido. Servir, servido. Okay? And please don't forget, we need these verb forms and the verb haber y el participio. Just one of them doesn't work. Both of them should be present. Also, in this tense, en el pretérito perfecto, we have irregular participles. Irregular participles are quite easy. They are not that numerous and we can learn them. At least at the beginning, we need to learn the most basic, the most frequent verbs. And then, slowly, gradually, we are going to learn more and more. Okay? Other new ones. And all of them are very look-alike. So it means that if you know some of them, you already will feel how to build another one, how to build the verbs which are similar. For example, let's have a look at this chart. Cubierto. And we have all others which look the same. Yes? Cubrir, cubierto. Descubrir, descubierto. Let's move to another one. Volver. Volver, vuelto. Devolver, devuelto. Envolver, envuelto. You see that when we have a long verb, we need to find its root. For example, descubrir. The root of the descubrir is cubrir. So it will change the same. Descubrir, descubierto. The same as cubrir, cubierto. The same happens like envolver. It's a long verb, so let's find the root. Volver. Envolver, envuelto. So it changes the same as volver, vuelto. So our task is to remember the easiest verbs, the easiest form, and then as an example, as a sample, we're going to use it for longer verbs. Okay? So together with the chart of the personal verb forms of Pretérito Perfecto, we write down in our copybooks the tense markers like este año, esta mañana, hoy, últimamente. We write down the irregular participles to have everything in the copybook and to be able to have a look when we need it. Okay? So let me check if I didn't forget anything. It seems like not. So I suppose that now we are ready to practice. We're going to practice with the participles, we're going to practice with the complete form of Pretérito Perfecto, and later we're going to join several verbs, several tenses together, indefinido, perfecto. So that's why please go slowly, one by one, exercise by exercise. Probably don't do a lot of things together on one day. Try to do one exercise today, another exercise the next day, because your brain needs some time to digest the information. And it's very important for us to do it slowly, step by step, to build a strong basis. Yeah, like we're building a house, our Spanish house. Yeah, so let's do it very carefully and diligently. Okay, so I suppose I'm done, and good luck with the exercises. Please practice a lot, okay? We'll need it, and we're going to use this tense a lot. It's very easy, funny, and it will help us to express a new range of variety of sentences and to speak better, okay? You will do it. You will speak Spanish beautifully.